Hello, you are starting week 1 of the Laser Engraver group. So you may have already had an intro to Adobe Illustrator, but here's the documents and the important stuff that you need to know when setting it up. Get used to the term hairline, which is a 0.001, which is needed to cut and do a vector engrave. Raster is your typical burn, which is any color that's not true red or true blue. But to set up your document, you're going to go to New in Adobe Illustrator. The laser bed is 24 by 18 inches, and then you have to go to Advanced and change it to RGB. Typically for this project we stay within half these, so 12 by 9, so we use a fourth of the overall area. I would say somewhat in there, but this is also a good time to use alternate materials here. So just to get through here, here's the hotkeys that you could definitely use, all the tools over here. Some very common stuff that we'll be using: Control plus, Control minus, Control 0 for all your zoom type stuff. And then here, this is walking through how to make the custom colors, which I did in the keychain video that went along with this, but now you're kind of moving above and beyond. So just to take a look at what we're doing this week, or for you when you're done with your keychain, you're going to collect 10 ideas of simple laser engraver projects, and here I have the size for wood, but this would also be a good time to try alternative materials like glassware, leather, cast acrylic, anodized metal, all types of really good projects stemming from these materials. They make really good gifts too, so if you want an easy home run for a gift for a wedding, birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, I would kind of look into stuff like that. So what you're going to do is gather these ideas. The next day we're going to come together with the whole group. You're going to share these ideas, and I'd like you to share your top 3, and then I would like you to also at least 3 times share what you think about other people's projects and how they could change, modify, make it better, or maybe even kind of just piggyback on their idea and do it yourself too. So that's why we do that. Just an overall sharing of information. How can you make it better, and what do you think of the overall idea? Then you're going to start creating that in Adobe Illustrator. You're going to cut it out. You might have to do some finishing touches as far as sand, paint, stain, whatever. And then the last few days you're going to submit your final project with all your drawings and these ideas that you collected. So save everything that you do, because it's going to be submitted later. So just to take a look at what I have for projects that would be kind of acceptable, word art and all this stuff for home decor, I think those are great ideas to start at, but you're going to be moving past that fairly quick. But nevertheless, if you're going to do it, make sure it has that pop factor, that appeal. So this one's painted real nice, and that color really stands out. This one has some great font play as far as the words in the background are cut out and then the words above it are left. And so that's just on the design side a little more complicated, but it really has a nice appeal, especially when they do 3 of them and they're all kind of matching in that format. Here you have a functional piece, so a tie rack for your hanger, so your ties or belts could go in there. This one has 2 layers, so a bottom layer, top layer, and it's some jewelry here, so you could think about doing that. Cutting board, some of you have other classes like woods or metals. Feel free to make things in there, bring them to class, and then use that for your project. So I've had some really amazing cutting boards made. More home decor over here. Just very complicated type of work, but if the laser's doing all the work, don't shy away from that type of design. It just takes a long time to cut, so you might want to come in for IE or some other time instead of taking up the laser engraver all hour. These mugs with anodized metal, or anodized, they're anodized mugs, so they're metal, and then they have this like paint coating. You can laser engrave that off so that the metal shows through. We can't cut into metal with our lasers, but the contrast here has a really nice design. Glassware can make some really cool things. And then here I have wine glasses for like a wedding. These make great gifts, and they save a lot of money. So if someone were to go to a professional to do this, it would be about 50 bucks for the two of these. You can do it for much cheaper than that, buying the glassware and engraving it. So just keep that in mind. Great gifts, a lot of different things you can do. Have fun with it, but then also try to build on your understanding of the design and your overall creation side. Once again, keep everything you do, and you're going to submit it all on the last day, and then take a picture of your final thing so we can add it to a collection binder of all the projects that we make, or put it on Facebook.